In the last video, we covered how easy it is to add a new page to your business's website using WordPress and how to add content to that page. In this video, we're going to look at some of the settings you'll want to pay attention to when you're adding a new page to your site. Now keep in mind the goal here is to keep things simple. We're going to skip over a bunch of options on this page and focus on the key settings that you should be familiar with to quickly, easily, and effectively add a page to your WordPress site. The first stop we'll make is over here on the right side in the attributes box. The first attribute listed here is the parent attribute. In WordPress, you can arrange your pages in hierarchies. So for example, let's say you want a main services page that provides an overview of the services you offer, but would also like pages under the main services page that describe each specific service you offer. Let's see how you would set this up. I'm going to come over here and add a new page. I'm going to type the page title in the box up here. And a little description down below. Then what I'm going to do is come over here to the attributes box and select services as the parent page for this lawn mowing services page. Then I'll publish the page, and the lawn mowing services page is now a child page under the services page. The big advantage of arranging pages this way is you can create drop-down menus using a plugin or a theme like the Thesis theme that allow you to have nested navigation menus. To show you what this looks like, let's take a look at our site. Here in the nav menu is the services option, the services page, and underneath it, when you hover over, there's the lawn mowing service page, which is the child page that we just added. If I had just added the lawn mowing services page as a main page, it would have appeared as another option in the main nav bar here. So that's the deal with the parent attribute. Heading back to the add a new page, under the parent attribute is the template attribute here. Depending on the theme you're using, you can alter the layout for each individual page you create. You can see here when I click this arrow, the options I have are archives, custom template, and no sidebars, which is the option that I want to focus on. On your website, different pages are going to have different goals. On a page like your Contact Us or pages describing your products or services, you want visitors focused on the task at hand. You want them to give you a call, fill out a form, make a purchase, or take some other specific action. If you have a bunch of other information in your sidebars, that's only going to distract them. So on those pages, it's nice to have the option to remove the sidebars so you keep visitors focused on task. To do that, all you need to do is select the No Sidebars option, update the page, and the page will just have one column no matter how many sidebars appear on the other pages of your site. So let's take a look at what that looks like. If we go to View Page, this is the Lawnmower Services page, and you can see there are no sidebars. And just for comparison, here's the home page of the site, which is the default setting for the site, and you can see there's actually a left sidebar and a right sidebar. But because I selected the no sidebars option, that's not going to appear on the lawn mowing services page. Okay, back to the add a new page. Let's move over to the middle section here and scroll down just a little bit. The first two options I have here are the custom title tag and the meta description. These have to do with search engine optimization. These two fields are not in the default WordPress installation. To get them, you need to have a theme like Thesis or to install an SEO plugin that adds these fields. Now, I'm not going to get into a big search engine optimization lesson here, but these two fields are important for two main reasons. First, the search engines factor them into the equation when determining where your site ranks in the search results. And second, they are the fields that people see when they find your listing in the search engine results. Let me just hop over to Google real quick to show you an example. So this first line here, which is a link, that is pulled from the title tag on your site. And the description underneath these two lines here, that is the meta description. If you don't fill these fields in, the search engines will fill them in for you, which you usually don't want. It's much better if you control the message in these two fields. What I'd recommend doing is filling in these fields by using a title and a description that will stand out to someone searching for your business. And if you can include a keyword that you're trying to rank highly for, all the better. Also, try to keep the title tag to less than about 70 characters and the meta description to 156 characters or less in length. And those numbers do include spaces. One last thing I want to show you on this page. We're going to skip over a whole bunch of stuff and go down to the bottom. The second to last box here is the discussion box. By default, these two boxes allow comments and allow trackbacks and pingbacks on this page are both checked. Now these settings are more appropriate for blog posts where you want to encourage discussion and sharing. However, you probably don't want someone leaving comments on your Contact Us page or Services page. So simply uncheck the boxes and that will disable those two options so site visitors can't leave comments on that page. So I go up to the top here, click on Update, and if we go view the page now, you can see this message, comments on this entry are closed. So that's it. Those are the main settings to keep in mind when setting up a page for your business's website using WordPress. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful for you.